This will surely keep him out.
Dave!
Why, hello, Elite Legend.
Dave, nice duds.
If by duds you are referring to Phase 4 of the MCU films, I would like to let you know that I do not have spare time to watch Hollywood action movies.
Well, you're not missing anything, Dave.
I'm busy here, Elite Legend. How can I help you?
Well, Dave, I wanted to know what you're working on. What's that behind you?
Oh, this?
Stop purchasing action figure?
Oh, come on, Elite Legend. Mister, I was born and raised in the hood. Do not act, how the kids say, brand new. I know you are fully aware of the new pre-orders that were announced in the world of G.I. Joe today.
Yeah, Dave, Elite Legend is all over it. And I was able to secure my set from Super 7.
What?
Welcome back, True Believers. Elite Legend back at you guys with another G.I. Joe Classified Series video / Super 7 G.I. Joe video. The folks over at Super 7 have thrown their names. I don't even know how the saying goes. Elite Legend is flabbergasted. I'm under the weather. Super 7 is in the G.I. Joe business. They in the business, daddy, if you will. Dusty, what's going on? I heard you were talking about G.I. Joe and the American dream that the roads love the real American hero, daddy, if you will. I'm excited about these action figures, and I'm looking to secure some of them pre-orders for my little baby boy, Dutton, the apple of my eye. I need those figures at a reasonable price, daddy. Hit me in the DMs. All right, so Dusty Rhodes is waiting for people to help the community out, fam. The folks at Super 7 have announced 4 figures in their initial wave of Ultimates. Yes, it's initial, not the initial wave. So in the initial wave of Ultimates, they are going to be, well, they unveiled a who the fuck wants this Snake Eyes, a Bat, Duke, and Cobra Commander. And these are classic attired action figures. And the folks at Hasbro G.I. Joe, well, Hasbro, G.I. Joe Classifieds, Hasbro owns the license to G.I. Joe. So the folks in the classified line were like, nah, fam, we ain't giving you classic attire until you had 4 or 5 figures of each one of these characters. Super 7 is giving you classic straight out the bat, except for Snake Eyes. But God knows we already have like 5 different Snake Eyes in classified form. Now, these figures look great. However, they're 7-inch scale. So that's a big difference when you're looking at a G.I. Joe who are on the smaller side of the 6-inch spectrum. They're not true 6-inch, but they're not quite as big as Marvel Legends, which are the premier 6-inch action figure scale. So these figures are going to be a lot smaller than the Super 7 G.I. Joe figures. We'll take a look at some comparisons in a moment. We're not going to compare the Joes to the Super 7s because obviously Elite Legend doesn't have those. But I'm going to show you guys some comparisons with other 7-inch figures. But first, let's take a closer look at these action figures. And then I'm going to tell you guys what the Elite Legend thinks. So first up, let's take a look at the group shot of Snake Eyes, Duke, the Bat, and of course Cobra Commander. Here's a shot of all the accessories that these figures come with. Tons of accessories. And for the $50 price point, they better come with a whole bunch of crap. And, you know, these come with a lot of accessories. They don't come with pajamas like Mezco, but I think these are a better deal than Mezco. But again, Mezco's supposed to be 6-inch scale, but we know the Mezco and their scale is all over the place. But we're talking about Super 7. So this is a set of pre-order action figures. You can have this entire set for $220. Let's take a close look at the Bat. Now, this is awesome. He comes with a damaged head. He comes with a damaged hand. He comes with all the attachments. Comes with that classic backpack. I love the black and yellow deco. The Bat is a classic looking character that Elite Legend wants to have in my collection. And if I were to pick up any of these Super 7 action figures, it would probably be Bats, because you can probably fudge in robotic figures into your collection, especially if the Bats are going to be Scalper Island exclusives. Now, we know Hasbro listened to the fans and they kind of made it easier for us to get the Cobra Island figures, but what if they regress and go back to their old ways? Only God knows. So here's a look at the Bat in his package, and that is a beautiful window box. You can see everything that's in the box. I love it. There you see the back of the box with the Cobra logo. And here you see 3 bats. So that's going to cost you $150. Actually, like $170 if you want 3 bats. And I know a lot of you guys want to flex and go crazy. So if you want to have your army of bats, get ready to take out a new credit card. Or, I don't know, can you refinance your mom's basement? Let me know. Now we turn our attention to the figure that Elite Legend doesn't really give a damn about. Elite Legend is experiencing Snake Eyes fatigue. Who would have thought that the mere mention of Snake Eyes doesn't prompt that song from playing? And he, in fact, is on a new level. What level? I don't know. I don't want to be on it either. So Snake Eyes comes with Timber, and this is an easy pass for the Elite Legend. We already have the 2-pack of Snake Eyes and Timber coming out. I have that pre-ordered, and I'm fine waiting for that. I don't need a Scuba Steve Snake Eyes. No thank you. And here we have Dookie. And Dookie comes with some actual guns. He comes with a backpack. He comes with the Coochie Coo fingers. He comes with 2 additional heads. And these head scans look pretty soft. I don't know. They look cartoonish, but I love the deco. Let's talk about the articulation, though. Doesn't look like there's a thigh cut on these, but they do appear to have the bicep swivel. They do appear to have the single jointed elbow, but it looks like it will swivel at that elbow. They appear to potentially have a waist rotation and a they have a actual ab crunch and appears to be single jointed knee. So I don't know about the articulation on these guys. And they're $55. Come on, Mel. Here you see Duke in the package. And here you see the back of the box. And I love that. So there you see the 4 characters all together. Let me know in the comments, did you pre-order these from Super 7? We know that with Super 7, these figures are made to order. So none of the shenanigans with G.I. Joe Classifieds where you hope that you're able to get that pre-order in and you hope that they actually have enough to fulfill your order. Hey, everybody, Elite Legend is keeping his fingers crossed with those Vipers that are on pre-order from Target. I'm lucky I got one from my main man, Lonnie. So fingers crossed, hopefully we get our Vipers. Now, I wanted to mess with Dave, so I told him that I pre-ordered these figures. If I didn't, if I do pre-order any of them, it more than likely is going to be Snake Eyes. And let's take a look at the masterpiece that is Snake Eyes. He is simply amazing. Look at all those beautiful accessories. This guy is sick. He has the globe wrapped in a friggin' cobra. Look at those binoculars. Does he have the weather dominator? He has 2 head scans. I don't know why he has 2 head scans. Would have been nice if they would have came with a hooded Cobra Commander, but we all know that is problematic for some reason. Let me know in the comments. Is this the best Cobra Commander action figure aside from the vintage? Now, I was just telling you guys that you might want to hold your breath if you have Vipers on pre-order from Target. That's another thing that you want to start getting into the habit. Develop good habits in holding your breath, because if you are ordering anything from Super 7, you better get good at the waiting game. And I'm not even talking about waiting for a Big Bad Toy Store to ship you product. And heaven forbid you order these from Big Bad Toy Stores, because we all know those bros don't ship. So my experiences with Super 7, when Super 7 first launched, I got on board with the Masters of the Universe figures, and it took them about 2 years before I actually got my figures. And by the time they came, I'm like, look, fam, Elite Legend is out of this game. I was focusing solely on Marvel Legends, and I was like, you know, Masters of the Universe, their line is ending. I'm not even going to bother with those. And sure enough, Origins is the new thing. And now we got those whack-ass Revelation figures. And Elite Legend is actually going to review the first wave. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell, because you never know when Elite Legend is going to drop that epic review. Maybe Elite Legend's mind will change. Maybe once I open those figures and have them in my hands, I'll feel a little bit different. Sometimes that is. You just have to have it in your hands and let it wiggle around. Let it dangle, if you will. And maybe you feel a little bit better. Maybe people feel a little bit of a impression when they see that. Impression? Yeah, Daddy, put that in your dictionary. That's when somebody feels like they're very, you know what I'm saying, Daddy. The Elite Legend. Dusty? Are you thinking about Dave again? He made pee-pee in my wife's beautiful garden. Dusty, Dave is over there. So yeah, folks, if you order these from Super 7, you better get ready to wait. But maybe they've improved. I know they do the Ninja Turtles. I know they do the Thundercats. I know they're doing the Gray Hawks, because those ain't Silver Hawks. So maybe they'll surprise us and they'll drop these G.I. Joes earlier than anticipated. I don't even know what the anticipated release date is, but hopefully sometime soon. Now, since I have the captive audience, let's undress the elephant in the room. Sapphire! Baby, where you at? I wasn't talking about Sapphire. That's a sweet lady. I don't know why Dusty would feel that the Elite Legend was talking about Sapphire when I was mentioning an elephant. That's a sweet lady. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. We see Zartan before you. And Elite Legend was worried that I had accidentally tossed my complete vintage Zartan. But I found him, and all is right in the world. Now, the folks at G.I. Joe Classifieds, they decided that they were going to give us a Zartan that nobody cared about, and I can't find him. I don't know where the hell that figure is, but you know he's a master of disguise, so he could be standing before us right now, and I wouldn't be able to see him. All I see is Snake Eyes, Dookie, Cobra Commander, Vintage, Zartan, and dude who does not look like Lady J. But let's talk about Zartan. Let's talk about this. Earlier in the day, Elite Legends started getting flooded with notifications in my DMs from all my friends telling me that, yo, fam, check it out. There is a Zartan figure that's going to be color change. You remember how the folks at Hasbro, when they were announcing the G.I. Joe line, they're like, look, and Zartan is going to be color changing. He's going to change color. When you put him in the cold, instead of having shrinkage, he's going to turn different color, like the vintage figure. And then they stopped talking about it. And then they gave us a figure that nobody really cared about because it wasn't classic. It's a nice figure. I just can't find it anywhere. But let's talk about the exclusive. Now, a couple weeks ago, they released images of what's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con box set, I'm assuming. And it comes with all these different cosplay attires. Because, you know, you're talking about San Diego Comic-Con and you're talking about cosplay. So, I don't understand why he comes with all those different outfits. Because you put it on him, it's not like it's going to really disguise him. He's still going to be wearing the same gear. But I think maybe when he puts a different head on, it just changes the entire appearance. And it does a little trick. Kind of like when Clark Kent puts those glasses on. So, anyways, it was revealed today that Zartan is actually going to be color changing. So that's awesome. And he's going to be available to Hasbro Pulse Premium subscribers. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your bots ready. I heard about it. I went on Hasbro Pulse, and it looks like the news actually broke Hasbro Pulse temporarily. I went back on an hour later, and you can see that the Fortnite Snake Eyes that nobody really gives a shit about, but it's sold out anyways. That was available today, and it's sold out. And then I saw the pre-order for Zartan, and I tried to order it, but it says not yet available, coming soon. So hopefully I'm able to secure that, because that is the ultimate Zartan. And I appreciate that they're not going to release 3 other Zartans before they give us the one that we all want. I know they got to make money, but, you know, the product sells itself. Give people what they want. Especially since Super 7 is giving people classic attires during their first wave. Even though those figures will probably be out in about 5 years. And then people are going to say, look, you have to understand those figures were dropping at the time of the Delta variant. Yeah, okay. So here we see some box art for that exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Zartan. And you could make him look like an old man. He looks a lot like the virtue signaling Larry Hama. And there we see a shot of Zartan as he will appear without being exposed to the cold water or colder room. And when you hold him in your hands and you rub on him a little bit, you're going to see he's going to start turning a little bit blue, baby. Thank you, Dusty. So there you see Zartan in his color change, and that looks sick. This is something that I saw on Instagram. You can see Zartan with all of the additional accessories that he comes with. He comes with a Storm Shadow head. He comes with a skull head. He comes with a blue head. He comes with a scarred up old man head. And he comes with a Dave Thomas head. That's awesome. Now, hopefully, he comes with a spatula. That might be a Chase exclusive. And if we're getting Dave Thomas, you know that means Wendy is right around the corner. Who else wants a Baconator right about now? So there you see it. One more time. There you see the Dreadnoks box. You see the figure in the window box. And Elite Legend cannot wait to get this in my collection. Here we see the back of the box, and there you see Zartan on the back. There you see dude who does not look like Lady J, the Red Ninjas. We see the Vipers. We see the Chief Saboteur of Cobra. We see Major Blood. We see the Alley Vipers. I don't see any bats, but I see a whole bunch of little baby vehicles that they will never make. And if they do make a HasLab, that will be about $5,000. Little daddy, I get my little baby Dutton, the little Jada Toys, G.I. Joe vehicles, and he loved them. He's so cute. He's so cuddly. He put them under his pillow and just cuddle with them. My little baby Dutton. Diaboloma! And I'm going to tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. I came here looking for Dave from accounting. And I know that Dave from accounting is here. He trying to pull the wool over the American Dream's eyes. But he ain't pulling the wool over my eyes anymore, daddy. I wanted him to come talk to me like a man. But he chose to hide. So, the American Dream, Dr. Rhodes, gonna take matters into my elbow, if you will. No, Dusty! Oh! And let that be a lesson to you. David, I told you, daddy, the American Dream was coming for you. And you was gonna get what was coming. I told you, Dave. You made the American Dream lose his temper, daddy. Elite Legend, I'm gonna have to ask you a favor, daddy. I'm gonna need you to take this off of the video. I don't want my fans over at home watching the American Dream losing his temper, especially my little baby boy Dutton. Dusty, how could you have done that? Look at what you've done. No, daddy, that ain't right. That ain't right. David! David! You gonna pay for this, daddy. All right, folks, so here, let's take a look at some comparisons. There you see Duke, Snake Eyes, and Cobra Commander all side by side. Let's see how they scale next to a 7-inch action figure, so we can get an idea of how they're going to look alongside the 7-inch Super 7s. So here we see a 7-inch scale McFarlane Batman alongside Duke and Cobra Commander.
Bah! Batman! You don't impress me! I'm Cobra Commander, and I control bigger bats than you! Bow to me at once!
Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh! Cobra retreat!
And there you see Batman alongside Snake Eyes and Duke. And can you guys imagine if Uncle Todd had the license to G.I. Joe? We'd have a Snake Eyes Batman in a heartbeat. So there you have it, folks. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the Super 7 figures? Did you pre-order them? What do you think about the Zartan? Are you excited about getting him? Are you going to shell over the $50 to become a premium subscriber and get to be terribly disappointed when new figures drop on Hasbro Pulse? If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to all of Elite Legends' next videos. I drop content, so you don't want to miss that. Check out my G.I. Joe Classified Series playlist. Check out my Marvel Legends playlist. And we saw a DC Multiverse figure in this video. Let the Elite Legend know if you want to see more DC Multiverse figures on Elite Legend Toys and Collectibles. Check out that playlist as well. And until next time, make mine